Alright, so I've come to the realization that there's not a lot of videos on R&R, remove and replace, for the 6.7 PowerStroke V8 F450. The model I have is a 2012. It's a Super Duty. It's too heavy for a lift, so we're dropping it down on the floor. This is the transmission that's got to go in it. I'm gonna just run down what you have to do, the steps to do it. So first things first, you're gonna want to take out the drive shaft, make sure it's in park by flipping the lever on the right side all the way down. I mean, the car should be in park already. Once it's all the way down, take off the 4 bolts in the back here. There's gonna be 4 of them. They're 12 millimeters. Let me get under here and show you. It's gonna be this 12 mil. So yeah, like I said, we're doing this on the floor. It's a big O transmission. So first, take out this connector, take off your gear changer. There's going to be 2 bolts that hold this bracket in. Just go ahead and pull that off. Take down your mount. There's going to be 2 bolts over here. And then this, you don't have to have a wrench on the top because it's one piece, thankfully. The one thing Ford didn't fuck up. You're gonna have the same thing over here. There's another one of those, and there's also one up here. Take that down. It should drop this much. Chain a lot. There are 2 bolts, or nuts, actually. No, they're bolts. And here, on both sides. You can take this down. I'm not too worried about it. There's 2 nuts up here. You do it that way. You want to take out this bolt on the side, pop these lines out. They come out super easy. Another thing, Ford didn't fuck up. They're not Jesus clips. So that'll pop out real easily. Then you want to move over to your starter. There's going to be a bolt right here. I believe it's 13. Then there's going to be another bolt right here on this side. And then there's another one in the back. There's 3 of them. So it goes in like this. This one goes in this way, which will be right here. This one goes in this way, which will be right there. And then this one is in the back. You kind of got to finesse to get to it. I got to it without taking the wheel off, and then realized I should probably take the wheel off to get the starter out, which do that if you're doing this job. Drain the fluid from it, and then you're on to torque converter bolts. There's going to be 6 of them. They are a 15 mil 6-point. They are a pain in the ass. If you go over here above the oil cooler, behind this hole, there is an access point. Don't use that, because if you look, it's kind of at an angle. It's really hard to get to, and to get to them, you have to take out a sensor, and that's just extra work on everybody's end. Oh yeah, the crankshaft is going to be an 18 mil 12-point. To get to that, I suggest taking a long ratchet, or even a breaker bar works. You go up right over this, through here, and it's right inside of here. Here, I'll even put it on there just to show y'all. It's right there. And then just have your ratchet come down, you spin the torque converter. After that, take the wheel off. There's 10 lug nuts, and then take off these tiny little bolts. The sizes you're gonna want for it is 5/16 and a 7/32. 7/32s are these ones around here, and then the other ones are gonna be right here and right here and here. And it comes out relatively easy. I didn't have to fight it really. And then go above here, get your starter ends out. You could also access this third bolt hole from over this, and it's a lot easier. I didn't because I hadn't taken the wheel off yet, but do that because it is easier. 10 mil for the smaller nut, and then what was it? It was a 5/8 for the bigger nut. Once you get that off, get you a little ratchet. These torque converter bolts are gonna be 15 mil. Over here in the starter hole, you got a lot more room. I haven't even fought for 5 minutes getting one of these torque converter bolts out. They're not bolts, they're nuts, my bad. And they are 15 mil. Pretty easy. But yeah. And then take out your bell housing bolts. You're pretty much ready to go. Make sure you have them mounted before you take out your bell housing bolts. See how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's roughly 12, I believe, including the bolts that come from the starter. Once you get that out, just pull it back, drop it down, and then yeah, you'll be ready to put the other one back in. Make sure, very, very important, make sure your torque converter is set in place. I don't know what this one is because there's a lot of play, but I believe it is. To set it, you just spin it and push it, and it'll get set in. Listen for clicks. It should click 3 times. If it's not set, for your drive shaft, I haven't talked about this yet, but like I said, 4 bolts at the beginning. There's going to be 2 nuts halfway through it for the mount, and then at the back there is 4 more bolts that are 12 millimeter. And then boom, you got your R&R for the 6.7 PowerStroke Ford F450.